Hi, this is Edouard from Feedaccess. In this video, I will show you how to formulate basically. So normally when you connect to your account, you have two things. First one is you've got the raw materials that you've set as default that should normally appear, and the nutrients also that you've set by default that should appear as soon as you select one physiological stage or one formula. So yeah, so if you did not set anything yet, I strongly advise you to go and watch the video related to that subject, so it will make the formulation much more easier for you. Yeah, go and watch these videos. Otherwise, you can still add nutrients and raw materials one by one. That's also possible, but this is longer. So it takes more time and it's not that comfortable. When you have done such thing, you can choose one formula. So you can either go step by step, choose one species, then a physiological stage, then the formula, or you can go directly and select the formula. Let's say that at the moment there are not so many formulas, so we can go directly and select one formula. So here I selected layer 20, 28 weeks. I have the nutrients that I set by default for layer physiological stage that appear, and all the constraints, minimum and maximum, are automatically changed correspond to that formula. The same for the raw materials. The constraints are automatically set for this formula, the one I selected. So make sure that you have all the raw materials you want to formulate with, and if you have forgotten one or several raw materials, just go and click here, add a raw material. So we're gonna add one at the moment, the premix, because the premix is very specific to each person and each formula, so it was a choice not to select it by default. Otherwise you would, for example, have a premix for pig while you want to formulate poultry feed. So don't forget to add the premix that you need for your formulation, and create one specific. I strongly advise you to create the premix you are using. So for that, go and watch the video about how to create your own raw material. Would be better. In any case, you can still choose to use one of the premix that Feedaccess has in its database. So just make sure that yeah, that it's you set it properly and it corresponds more or less to what you are using. So in that case, we have premix layer here, 2%. So we're gonna add this one, and I need to check one more thing. It's the prices. So I've selected here a list, so make sure that you have the right list when you formulate and you have the right prices. You can go and change the prices in your list in the option menu. For that, go and watch the video about how to set price list if you don't know how to do that. You can also, anytime, you can change the prices directly here. So let's say that, for example, the last quotation you have, or last price you have for copra meal, it's not 90, it's 100. So let's go and change for 100. When this has been done, do a final check. You have all the raw materials you need, constraints, nothing wrong, good prices. On the analyze part for the nutrients, nothing wrong, and you can go and launch an optimization. You click on optimize, and if so you have a solution, it will appear. In that case, we have no solution, so it means maybe we are missing some important raw material, or there is no possible solution with the constraints we set. with the raw material that we have available. So what you can do in that case, if you have this problem, you can go and unselect the nutrient that you think might be difficult to meet the requirements on the nutrient, might be difficult to meet. So let's go and click here and launch again an optimization and see what comes out. And here we are. The software has found a solution. So the value of the ingredient appear automatically here in the mix column. So you have a solution with 16% of copra, 55% of maize, 23% of soybean meal, about 4% of toasted soybean, and 2% of premix. We have the value here of the nutrient that we unselect, so they are not taken into account for the optimization, but still we can read the value. And here in that case, the software found a solution. You can see here that we have 10.26% for per kilogram of lysine, and while we have a maximum at 10. So the problem we had, we could not find a solution. Probably was because the maximum was too low and the software could not find a feasible solution. So let's say that we're going to change this maximum to 11 and see if we can have an optimal solution. If we click again on all the nutrients, so we've selected again all the nutrients. I'm going to launch a new optimization and see what comes out. Here we are. So eventually we found a solution, and the problem we had the first time was because of the maximum of lysine that was too low. Yeah. So in that solution, it means that we are probably losing some lysine, and we might work on that because lysine costs a lot. And it's not a good thing to lose such quantities of lysine. So yeah, we will need to work on that, but we have a solution and an optimized mix here. One thing I did not do so was there's a lot of information here on the screen. So if you are not comfortable with that, change the display mode for example, essential view. So you will find basic information with the minimum, maximum constraints for raw materials and for nutrients, and the value of the mix, the value of the nutrients, and basically that's almost it. Yeah, and the prices of the raw materials, of course. But it's much more easier to handle if you're not confident with all the information that is displayed on the screen in the advanced or pro mode. Yeah. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any question. We will be very happy to answer and help you through the use of the tool. And yes, just enjoy and have a good time formulating feed for animals. Thank you and see you soon.